Hello everyone and welcome to a new video of Firepower Threat Defense series. In this video, we are going to configure the inside and outside interfaces of our FTD that runs in transparent mode and is managed by this FMC. So in last video, we configured the interfaces of our routed mode FTD. In this video, we are targeting our transparent mode FTD. So in order to configure its interfaces, we have to go to FMC, select device, go to device management. Then on the device management page, select the FTD which you want to configure. Click on this pencil shaped icon and then choose the interfaces tab. In the interfaces tab, we have all the interfaces which are currently present on the FTD. Now, let's see which one is inside and which one is outside. So if I see here, I see inside is gig 0 by 1 and outside is gig 0 by 0. So let's go to gig 0 by 0. Let's first configure our outside interface. I'll hit here. I'll say outside is the name. I'll enable the interface. I'll just type here outside as well, or just type outside transparent. Okay. And then yeah, I don't need a mode. You see, we are also limited in terms of mode when we have the firewall running in transparent mode. Security zone, yes, we need to bind it to a new zone. So let's click on a new zone. Let's create a new zone with the name word outside. Okay, you cannot create with the same name because we already created a zone with the same name for the routed mode FTD. So I'll put a new name, outside hyphen T. That would mean outside transparent mode. Hit OK. We have chosen the MTUS 1500. If you want to propagate the security group tag, priority won't work because you cannot do PBR. IPv6 configuration, no. Hardware configuration, auto and auto. Under the advanced, in the security configuration, we don't have, you see, that option which we had in the routed mode, that was anti-spoofing. So that you cannot do here. ARP and MAC, we have enabled the MAC learning. Okay, we can also add MAC and ARP config if needed. And if we have HA, then active and standby MAC addresses. We do not have it, so we'll just hit OK at this stage. So now our outside interface is configured. Now let's configure the inside interface as well. Name it inside, enable the interface, say inside transparent, okay, mode, you need normal interface. Security zone, we'll put it to inside zone. Inside hyphen T. Okay. Now MTU priority, no security group tag propagation, IPv6 none, advanced, no, nothing. We don't need anything. Just hit OK. So now we have configured our inside and outside interfaces. Okay. But as this is a transparent mode firewall, it is not doing the routing. So it's not participating in the network's routing infrastructure. Okay. There are no layer 3 interfaces. How the firewall will know when I receive a certain traffic on one interface, on which interface it should go out to. So that's a decision we need to tell firewall what you need to do. In Palo Alto, when you put an interface into the vWire mode, after that you create a vWire object, okay? There you bind the interfaces, okay? If the traffic comes from this interface, send it out from this interface. Similarly, here, for that purpose, we have inline sets. Click on inline sets, add inline set. Let's name it what we like to name it, transparent inline set. And then whatever traffic you receive on outside, send to inside, and whichever you receive on inside, send to outside. Just select this interface pair. and hit add. Set the MTU. Under the advanced section, you have certain interface, certain modes. For tap mode, propagate link state. If your link at the one end goes down, so that would say if this side goes down, how this side will know that my this link has gone down. So in that case, you can enable propagate link state. Okay, and the snort fail open is a configuration which says if your snort is busy or down, how to handle the traffic. We'll keep the settings as default for now and just hit OK. So now our inline set has been created and an interface config has been created. Now let's save the configuration. Still, this configuration is on the FMC. Now let's push it, deploy, select the FTD2 device and hit the deploy button. So this is how configure the interfaces of a transparent FTD and create an inline set in order to pass the traffic here to there. Okay. You can also host a DHCP server on this FTD, and this option is available in here. Let's see if we want to pass the DHCP or we want to host it. I'm not gonna host the DHCP on it. We'll try to pass the DHCP packets. Okay. Other than that, I wanted to talk about one more thing. Suppose you want to reboot your FTD and you do not have, access to it via SSH or something. So from FMC, if you go to device, let me just zoom in a bit, and then on the system option here, the system widget, you have these two options. You see, this one is to shut down the FTD. This one is to reboot the FTD. These buttons are pretty close to each other, so be mindful when you click on them, as you might shut down your FTD instead of rebooting it. Okay, so this was something also I wanted to cover in that. Let's see if the deployment has been completed or not. Yeah. Uh, Deployment is still running. We can see under the tasks. Let me remove the completed tasks from here. Okay, yep, you can see this is still running. Let's give it some more time while it is running. And yeah, till then, have a look at the policy for the FTD2 device. This is the policy, India policy transparent. I want to change it, change the description. Let me see if I can quickly do it. Yeah, enter description, click here. I can say policy for India firewalls, and that's it. Just here, I am gonna save it. And by default, if you see at the bottom, we are blocking all the traffic. Okay, we are not allowing any traffic if there is no rule to pass the stuff. Under the security, okay, we'll talk about the security intelligence, HTTP response login, etc. stuff later on. For now, our job is done. We have configured the interfaces. We have initiated the deployment. Deployment is in progress on the device. I'm waiting to finish for this job. It's about 75% completed in 2 minutes and 39 seconds of time. I'll pause the video while it completes, and then we will try to run a few commands via the threat defense CLI here on the FTD2 and see what config has gone on to those interfaces. Okay, so my deployment job is now complete. Let's select a device and let's select a command. And then here say show run interface. Sorry, interface to see what config has gone in. Okay, you can see description has gone in, name if has gone in, and then in here as well, name if has gone in, and all other than that two interfaces are down. So these two interfaces have inherited. You can also do a show run here. Let me see. Let me show you guys. See, similar ASLI configuration, host name, password, interface configurations, and then you see there are few default ACLs present and default tunnel and pre-filter policy. We will talk about that later on. And advanced permit, IP in IP, any. So there are a few rules already present, and deny IP any as well. And then GRE any advanced, something is like that. And then there is a TCP map, blah, blah, blah. Rest all the configuration in there. So you can run this command and see the stuff via this way. So that's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next video.